type these digits into your seed field before generating a Minecraft world, and what you end up with is Minecraft's hardest seed. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit of deja vu here. Pretty sure I've never been here before. Definitely don't recognize this island. Definitely don't remember swimming through this ocean for at least a minute. I definitely don't remember having to make a crafting table from the scraps of wood I found in this mine shaft. Oh, I actually don't remember finding a minecart chest here with 2 diamonds. Okay, that gets us literally 2/3 of the way there. I mean, it's nice. Also, even iron pickaxe. Holy Jesus, this one time, it ended up being lucky. And you know, actually, because of this amazing luck, you might say, Toycat, well, that was the seed. That was just being lucky. Given that this is our 4th try, I'm actually going to do the honourable thing here and just say, actually, nope, doesn't count in my opinion. Not today. Oh, we didn't even get animals this time. The reason I restarted just then is because if we're playing the most challenging seed, I don't think it's fair to play it the 1 in 100 times that we get the amazing perfect loot right at the entrance that bypasses some of the challenge. No, I need to deal with the challenges of this seed, and then I need to overcome them to defeat the game in less than 120 minutes. And that is what I'm sticking to. Even if it hurts to just delete a world but we found diamonds on, I think it's the right thing to do here. Because the point I'm trying to prove here today is not about luck. The point is to try and prove that any seed, even with some moderately bad luck, should be defeatable in that time. And if I can't do it on a bad luck seed, then I can't do it. In my head, I'm not proving it as well, which is what this is all about. This isn't about me just defeating Minecraft. This is about proving a point that I believe is true about the world, but is maybe exaggerated in some other places. Sometimes you're faced with really dumb challenges like this slime that somehow spawned trapped between 4 pillars, despite not being physically that small to fit in there, but we'll ignore that for now. Hey, got my first flint of the run in 3 blocks of gravel. Okay, it's gonna be a good one. Even though we're starting with a lot of messy stuff and we don't have diamonds, we can make this work. Wouldn't it be funny if this chest over here had diamonds in it though? Okay, this is basically pre-diamonds, just a few more million years under the sea, and we'll have some of those going. So since I'm surrounded by islands which admittedly now have trees, but don't have any real livestock, and we didn't spawn with any, I'm starting to realize that maybe the best thing to do when you spawn on a seed surrounded by the ocean, or the sea, perhaps you could say, is to kill the wildlife that comes with it. I mean, you can't see any right now, but the ocean is just filled to the brim with fish, and it's kind of like a plains biome in terms of it is readily available, cookable food that can be really, really good for your saturation. So why would we take advantage of the seed like that, but also take advantage of like, oh, there's shipwrecks down here everywhere because it's a giant ocean. There's going to be ruined portals below the surface. What if we just utilize both those things, and between them, we've got a great way of finding not only, you know, the sea as we go around the oceans right here, but also we have a great way of finding obsidian. We have a great way of finding potentially buried treasure maps, which could lead us to diamonds anyway. And yeah, this is my new strategy. Rather than trying to mine it and doing it the old school way, we're going to work with the situation we've been given. I think a lot of mistakes that it's easy to make in the world are to try and work within a perfect framework, like imagine a world you want to exist and then work out the perfect action in that world. But the world is flawed. The world is always random and ever-changing. And if you work the situation you're given, rather than trying to make up a situation and working with that, you have much better results because, again, the reality is different to a fantasy world you might construct, and that's a hard one to swallow. A lot of people never do, but hopefully this Minecraft Let's Play gives you some advice. But speaking of that, we are now 1/12 of our way through. We're just under 10 minutes in. I'm really worried about our lack of real food, but I'm hoping that when my iron cooks up, I'll have found some to replace it in the furnace there. I think the simpler way to sum up that tip, rather than making it a general lesson about life in the universe, is, hey, did you know? Fish all over ocean. You can kill fish, get fish item tasty. There's the simplified version, in case that's a bit too deep for your Minecraft Let's Play. We're 11 minutes in, but I'm so happy to be finally chopping down trees. Yeah. Now I've only got 109 minutes to finish the rest, but I'm feeling much better about that. With some iron in my belly and some salmon in my belt. That makes sense. Just in case you do like your Minecraft Let's Plays nice and deep though, then boy, do I have a treat for you. There is so much kelp surrounding this portal. Just gotta get in and get out. Oh, yes, what a treat. 2 gold blocks. Oh, yes, what an absolute delight. And a helmet. Oh, with respiration on. What a perfect time to find that enchantment. Look at this, I have so much more oxygen now because of this perfect helmet we just happened to find. I really can't imagine the odds on that, but I'm happy regardless. I've got 2 gold blocks, that's going to seriously help in the Nether. I've got a helmet that's going to help me dig up some treasure ships, and I'm feeling good about this whole situation. I know they're actually called abandoned shipwrecks or whatever, but they're ships that are filled with treasure, so they're treasure ships. Go! And there is my proof in the pudding. 11 ingots and some nuggets and some emeralds that we will probably never use. And there is our treasure map that we're hopefully going to use to get some diamonds. It's not guaranteed, it's just possible. Apparently you get extra fish when you kill dolphins. That's a fact I wish I could forget. But seriously, the fish in the ocean are basically the meat of the sea. I mean, all you gotta do is hit them once with even an iron sword and they're just dead. Their stuff will float to the surface and you can deal with that later. It's incredible just how much food you can harvest so quickly. Whereas if you're in a plains biome, you will find animals at a decent rate, but nowhere near this decent. So the second day is dawning. I'm terrified at how little progress it really feels like we've made. We just have 2 iron tools and then a bunch of scraps that we should have well before our first day is over. But we have this map that might just lead us to some diamonds. This map takes us right past another ruined portal under the ground with 2 obsidian in the chests plus an ungodly amount of iron nuggets. Heck yeah. A shovel. Gonna need that now, I guess, more than ever. So trying to find the exact point where buried treasure is always gonna be hard. And wait a minute, actually, is this my spawn island? Oh, it is. Look, here's where I spawned. Beneath my feet that entire time, there might have actually been diamonds here to make the challenge a little bit easier. It's just you wouldn't have known they were there because you didn't have a map. So like I said, finding treasure is always a nightmare, but today we got it this fast. We don't have any diamonds, but we do have the weight disc and also a waterproofing potion. Kind of disappointed, all things considered. Do you think I should spend my free emeralds with the wandering trader over there? I mean, I have to know what I can get just in case. Maybe it's something really good, like a sea pickle, or vines, or half of a block of blue ice. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh no, we're not. We're taking the villager with us. I mean, I really am trying to play to the seed's strengths. It's just when there's so little landmass and it's all so unnotable, it's hard to really do that to any real advantage. But there is a big island here, and also there's some shipwrecks along the way. Let's hope at least one of them provides something. Okay, come on, chest. Give me a treasure map. So this treasure map points to the same area as the first one. I've heard there's a bug where certain treasure maps point to the same thing, but I could be wrong, but every treasure map in this world might be pointing to the same area, which means that entire strategy would go out the window. We've basically got a whole little convoy going on here. There's 5 of us going around looking for treasure ships. Treasure ships which I think right now are not going to give many new maps because of a weird bedrock bug, which is breaking my heart a little bit, but I need to confirm it before we give up entirely. I don't want to lose, you know, sunk cost fallacy. In this case, quite literally. You know, there's a cost that has been sunk in those ships. And until I know it for sure, I'm not giving up. Okay, here is our 3rd treasure map. As you can see, it points to the exact same place, despite being 700 blocks away. We found a bug. It just lost us 10 minutes. And even despite that, even despite timing wasted, that I should be able to find diamonds now. Finding treasure chests are a great way to get you some diamonds. But if we can't do that, I guess we're doing it the old-fashioned way. I made this whole point about playing to the strengths, except I think this actually proves that point. Rather than pretending that maps work and just going with it forever, let's work under the assumption, you know, the knowledge that they don't, and let's work with that to try and see if we can maybe, just maybe pull this off anyway. There are now 87 minutes remaining. I don't have a real way to get to the Nether yet, and that is terrifying. Okay, so I found this underwater cave, and my plan is take it down to Diamond Lair, see if we find something there. And then if we don't, you know, honestly, it's a big enough cave that I think we will find diamonds eventually. But first, let's guarantee that we don't have to die just to be in here. Also, it's real dark down here, so we're going to light things up using a furnace. As you all know, this is the smartest way to get some light in your area. There is actually something beautiful about underwater furnaces that I like. I don't have time to like it, though, because of my running out oxygen. Aha! Oh my god! We found diamonds pretty fast this method, actually. Oh, yes. And there's multiple diamonds. Enough for a sword if we want it. No, an enchantment table, a pickaxe, and then a shovel. Let's be honest, we're going in that order. Oh, we didn't find lapis this time, so I guess... Never mind, sword and shovel it is. I got so unlucky with this treasure map bug, but I'm glad I got lucky with the diamond finds. I don't know where I'd be without that, honestly. So usually we don't fight Enderman in the overworld, but you know what? Let's go for old time's sake, shall we? Imagine trying to kill Enderman in the overworld on this seed. Like, imagine a pre-1.16 Nether trying to beat the game. It would be a nightmare. You'd have to do that 12 times, and there's so little land for them to spawn on that you just couldn't rely on it. I'm glad we don't have to. So there's now a little bit of a problem in that I've forgotten where the ruined portals were, and I threw away my treasure maps, which pointed me to spawn. So I guess we're just gonna hope we find it soon. Yeah, this didn't help with my being lost situation in the slightest. I do not like rain. Okay, I finally found a ruined portal. Now we just have to mine these blocks out of the way, and then mine some more obsidian in the area, and move it up here. It probably goes without saying this is going to be a time-consuming process, but if you want a pro tip on how you can mine blocks like this underwater without losing your breath, if there are magma blocks next to you, which there is, the bubbles from that, even though they're meant to drag you down, will be able to sustain you because they're bubbles. Bubbles is oxygen, or something like that. I'm not a scientist, okay? So this is a real wacky thing to try, but I'm going to try and scoop up this lava even though it's underwater. Okay, that works. And then I'm going to use that lava to fill in this gap right here. Okay, that doesn't work for some reason. Can we place it, like, on the side of a block here? We literally can't. I wonder... Okay, there we go. It worked. And just like this, we now just missing the free obsidian at the top there. We can mine one from over there, but then we're still missing another couple. So, okay. It's not all we're missing today. Okay, this isn't my preferred way of mining obsidian, but in a pinch, I guess it'll have to do. You ever think that you're going to spend your Friday afternoon just mining obsidian at the bottom of an ocean, seeing your oxygen slowly run out? Well, this is mine. Okay, it might have taken us almost half the time, but we have made a nether portal. We do have a flint and steel, and we can go to the nether. Except, wait a minute, no we can't. Oh, it still uses durability, even when you can't light fires. But we need to be able to actually light this thing, which is a whole extra challenge. So my strategy here is to just cover up the back of the portal, so water can't get in that way. Then to cover up the front of the portal, and indeed the top. We're going to have to do it from down here, apparently. But we're going to do this as well, avoiding any drowns that come my way. And now that we've made a little box around our portal, if we start to place sand from the top, it will slowly but surely be replaced, and there'll be no source blocks left. And what you should eventually see, I say should, because who knows how this is really going. Oh! Okay. Not me, that's for sure. Oh god, it's not working how I thought it would. I don't know why it's not working this way, but it's drowning me anyway, apparently. Why is there still water in here? Okay, it's finally gone. Oh, for some reason the water's flowing through this block of obsidian. There's no reason for it to. So I think we have to literally break the portal block to unwaterlog it, despite the fact that it's not a waterloggable block because it's obsidian. Yeah, this is really eating into our time. Honestly, my life pro tip is just don't make a portal underwater. Just avoid doing that to yourself. You won't regret it. You won't be like, oh no, I'm gonna miss out on such a great experience. That is not what this is, I assure you. Okay, now we place the obsidian back, and now water can stop flowing through it. But it's flowing through this one too. No, I'm not doing this for every single block. But I think I have to. I think I literally have to somehow, doesn't make any sense, put the water... What is happening here? What is happening here? Okay, yeah, you can actually scoop using the water bucket out from these things. As little sense as any of this is making to me. Like, what is the water doing in part of this obsidian block? I just don't understand any of this. Okay, the moment has finally come. 58 minutes in, a little bit late. We have a nether portal, and now I'm willing to show you why 1.16 makes it so easy to beat Minecraft if you know what you're doing. Because all we need to find is a nice warped forest, which, oh, we spawned into. So as you can see, Minecraft 1.16 makes it easy. Now there's 5 biomes in the nether. Sometimes you're lucky like me, and you spawn right into the perfect one. A biome which literally is filled with endermen, one of the 2 ingredients you need. Yeah, they drop ender pearls. One of the 2 ingredients you're going to need if you want to get some IF enders, essential for beating Minecraft. After a lot of angry fighting, with some very big hits being taken, we're going to end up with these ender pearls. Although you can fight Endermen out here in the open, I always recommend building whatever form of cover you can, just something that is 2 blocks high and the Enderman can't move. Even just building into the side like a cave over here, just like this, it's 2 blocks high. Endermen can't come get me, even if they want. Something like that is crucial if you want to get Enderman fast. Oh, there's a Piglin Bastion over here as well. You know what? I have 3 gold blocks and some gold ingots. Maybe I could show off the second way that you can get ender pearls real fast, because maybe you don't like killing endermen. I mean, it's really easy to do so because their biggest weakness is just their height. They're too tall, they don't fit under certain things. But just in case it's scary, you don't like the noises, or you want to do something else that's new in this update, then what you should perhaps instead do is go into one of these bastions, make sure you're wearing at least a little bit of gold, and try not to mine their gold blocks from them. You know, I'm going to do it anyway though, because I want a little bit of gold. Oh yeah, this was the much better idea. We've got 51 of these gold nuggets now, and we can get all sorts of things from this. We've also got another form of loot that you really can't take if there's any piglins around, but if there's not, then maybe you can get a soul speed free book or some arrows, essential for that ender dragon fight later. Also, gilded blackstone. I missed that entirely. Also, more iron nuggets, because Lord knows we need more of those. And oh, yes, we definitely do. The piglins gave me a nice trade that allowed me to upgrade my boots. Now we've got some soul speed on there, and we can throw these chain boots right away. Don't need that in the slightest. It probably goes without saying, but you can find a lot of gold blocks around these bastions if you're willing to go looking for them, which can translate to a lot of ender pearls. However, in our case, we wasted a few minutes trying to prove a point that just didn't come to fruition, sadly. Hey, we actually finally got the ender pearls. Also, a splash virus is a potion that genuinely might save my life here in the Nether. All of this, plus a crossbow of the munition we need to defeat the dragon, we got that in far less than 10 minutes. And we still have a bunch of gold if we want to make apples. We should have really planned for that one. I wish there was a better way to find apples regularly, besides, like, trading with villagers, maybe. You know, it's hard. I can't take advantage. I'm sad. But what's not sad is the fact that I have 17 poles. Now I just need blaze rods and I can go and defeat the dragon. Defeat the entirety of Minecraft. Finding an Nether fortress can be tricky. Have you ever seen so much gravel in the Nether? This is like almost an entire biome filled with it. And it makes me sick. Not as sick as this soul speed enchantment though. And just like that, we can see right here in the middle of the Crimson Forest, there's some legs of a fortress. How do we get past the legs? Well, that's a lifelong question that I'm sure people will charge you a lot of money to know the answer to. But the simplest way past the legs is to ask politely. Or in this case, use Netherrack. And here are the blazes. We've got 48 minutes left on the clock, and I'm feeling pretty positive about our ability to pull this one off. I say before being set on fire. Okay, things are going real well for me, I assure you. You ever have to bridge out just to attack a blaze? Because I totally just did. Okay, wave 1, skeletons. We need their arrows anyway, and you know, sure. Wave 2, blazes and withered skeletons. Oh lord. Do you think maybe I should have just made the diamond sword by now? I'm starting to think that maybe I should have. Yeah, I was holding out too much hope that we really would be able to enchant, but I think for now, diamond sword is just a good, solid bet. Actually, let's use this time to get a little bit of cooking done. Might as well, you know. While you're waiting for your health bar to go up, you can't be inefficient when you've only got 45 minutes left on the clock. So instead, we do a little bit of cooking. This is Toy Cat's cooking show, where he cooks cod and tells you how delicious it tastes. Not very delicious is the answer, but 44 minutes to go. We've got all the blaze rods we need. We've got all the ender pearls we need, and far more. And we even did a little bit of light cooking here. As you can see, things are going delightfully for me. And now we just have to get back to the overworld and try and find this stronghold in the next 44 minutes. And we can prove this point. Getting home in the Nether is easier said than done. I don't know what it is with me and navigation, but like, I'm really good at remembering my way pretty much anywhere. But because the Nether forces you to take such zigzaggedy, weird, non-straight paths, I'm genuinely not sure if we're going to be able to find our way out of here. At least not alive. Like, did we go this way? I feel like we didn't. Did we come from that way, though? That also doesn't feel correct. Okay, it's official. I'm lost now, and the whole run is on me getting out of this Nether in one piece. Something I'm not convinced I can do, especially about my gold armor. So, trying to find shortcuts when you've got such a urgent timer on you is usually a bad idea. But I do remember spawning in a warp forest roughly around here. The lesson I've learned from all of my mishaps and shortcut finding is always retrace your steps. Trying to find a shortcut sounds fun, but if you're in a hurry, you really can't be affording to do that. 31 minutes to go, and I am finally out of that Nether. Very, very excited to finally be back. But now the question is not about excitement anymore, it's about ability. Can I find this stronghold within that time? We don't know, because we don't know where the stronghold is, and therefore how far away it is, and therefore how hard it is to find. But I'm willing to give it a good go, because if you can't give something a good go, what can you give it? So let's make 4 IF Enders. We hopefully will need more later, but for now, let's start. And let's follow the direction it takes me, I guess. In the off chance this is a long boat journey, I'm going to be making myself a nice little boat to bring along with me, because 30 minutes, 32 seconds left, can't really be chancing it otherwise. We need every meter per second of movement speed we can get, and if that means boating instead of swimming, sure. I genuinely don't know if we're going to be able to do it, by the way. We have 30 minutes and an unknown stronghold way over there somewhere. We appear to have found ourselves a village, is where the stronghold is. Let's see if it... Oh no. We're going way further than that, aren't we? There is just no sign of the stronghold. The IF Enders, they all point here. I hate this so much. Where is the stronghold? Why is it not around here? I don't get this at all. Okay, we finally found our way into the stronghold. We've got 12 minutes to find this end portal. 12 minutes to put the dragon out of her misery. Can we do it? I genuinely don't know. I genuinely do not know. So usually the best way to find the end portal room is with trial and elimination, like blocking off the pathways you haven't been down, working out the ones you have. But today, I worry we have to hope for luck. We can't just check every single room. Instead, we're gonna have to just go with instinct and or a feeling about where these things tend to be. Maybe that's a terrible idea, but I'm not seeing much better right now. The good news is we finally got some bread and some apples, actually. Heck yeah, I was asking for these. Really can't deal with them right now! 7 minutes, 9 seconds to go. We're getting real close to the edge where even if we can make it into the end, we won't defeat the dragon in time. So I need to really find it in the next minute or 2 max, or it's over. So many things we overcame, and it's all gonna be for nothing if I can't work out how this stronghold... Yeah, no, I've lost myself. I can't do it. It's over. GG. Dragon wins this one. Dragon is sadly the victor today. There's 41 seconds left, and I genuinely think this is a stronghold without an end portal attached. I've searched every last inch of it a few times, and I've concluded that on seeds like this, you can't easily go to the end. Maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe I'm just missing some key information. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no. We failed. It's over. 2 hours have passed since we spawned into this world. I think we've been pretty impressive with the haul that we've gotten, the places we've been, the places we currently are in. But the one thing I failed to account for, which I could have looked in advance, found the coordinates for the end portal, and this would have worked, by the way. But if you don't know about where the exact end portal location is, it can be very tricky to find that within 10-20 minutes, because there's currently no way to locate the end portal in Minecraft. I know what you're thinking. Oh yeah, you can throw an IF Ender, it will take you straight to there. Sadly, this isn't true. The IF Ender will not point you in the direction of the end portal. That's a common myth. Try it yourself. You'll see that it doesn't work 99.99% of the time. Yeah, as a result, I'm sad, but I'm willing to admit defeat on this one. Just to show you, though, there were no cheats, nothing like that. 2 hours passed, and I think that it's not even really a cheat to know where the end portal is ahead of time, But given that sometimes you can spawn the seed where it's disconnected, or maybe where I'm just really bad at finding it. I don't know why I broke down dirt to come here. I know there's nothing for me. But it's a tragedy. And it's a tragedy of our own making. I went and checked in creative, and the end portal on this seed is indeed behind a wall. That is heartbreaking. You've got to know, always check behind the walls if you want to find your way into these places. I went insane looking for this thing. I was so close for so many times too. Let me show you where I was. Is it this wall right here? Oh, yeah. It was right there the whole time. All it would have taken is me knowing it was there, and we'd have been fine. So I'd like to just prove right now, right here, that if I had my full 10 minutes, or even, let's be less generous, let's give me my 7 minutes, let's prove we could have done this one. I know that every other YouTuber would have just, like, pretended they found this, or gone into creative, or done, whatever else, and, like, pretended. It's a common thing in the Minecraft space. But personally, this channel is about what you can actually do in survival if you're actually playing it. And, as it turns out, we found an exception that I should have perhaps been more prepared for. Honestly, next time this happens, I'm going to be A-okay with it. But let's prove the theory is correct. Let's imagine I did the entire run, picture perfect again, even with the shoddy luck, even with the bugs that came in our way. And let's prove that we can in fact beat Minecraft in less than 2 hours, even on this seed, even if it's 2 hours and 7 minutes. How does that sound? Let's take down these towers using our trusty crossbow that I have not used once yet, actually. So this is kind of the training run, as well as the actual run. And also, I am bad at accuracy. You know, I'm going to stop this before I waste all my arrows. See, I absolutely love using these twisting vines as a way to get around, because, all these towers are so hard to take down from the ground, from the sky. They're all kind of a breeze, even dodging the dragon acid attacks. You're going to take that down like that. Nice. I know a lot of people prefer the bow to the crossbow, but personally, for this situation at least, I really, really, really do prefer the crossbow. It's just a more satisfying, it clicks into place, you know when it's good, and you can take down a tower just like that. Just like that. Just like that. I'm going to stop doing this. Okay, high up and ready to take down towers from above. See how much easier it is? Same towers, same height as before, but we're above them now. And it just makes such a big difference, except with this one. This tower is the bane of my existence. It does not want to go down. There is something that feels intensely different about trying to defeat the Ender Dragon with such a tight timer on my head, because it means decisions like this that we can usually weigh up pretty, we have to make under much tighter circumstances. And yeah, we're just going to try and shoot through that little hole there. It's not a good strategy, but it apparently works. Okay, time is really running out, so my plan is to take down the rest of the towers with just one giant twisting vine. Pro tip, twisting vines from the Nether make defeating the Ender Dragon very slightly easier if you're willing to use them. That is the worst shot of my life. Okay. Oh! I need to watch out for the dragon now. Okay, one tower left to go, and the dragon is coming towards me as I try. Oh, yes! Haha! All we have to do now is avoid the Endermen that want me dead. They want me very dead, if we're being entirely honest. So another nice fix in 1.16 is they made End Acid a little bit less potent. It was only really potent before because it had insane ability to attack you. But now that it's less damaging to you, it still damages Endermen and can keep them away. But yeah, oh, look at that. The Endermen are angry at the dragon, not with me, and that is all I want in life. Okay, this time I'm going to show you how it's done. It's going to be great. There we go. Hit the dragon with an arrow. Now look at this damage. Look at that compared to before. We're just slamming into the dragon, tearing her apart, and oh, she's so close to dead. All we need for her to do now is to fly in again before the timer runs out. I have a point to prove, dragon, and don't let your, oh yes, perfect. Don't let her stuff get in the way of this. Look at that. That, right there. Here is the dragon dead. She turns invisible. I still don't really entirely understand why. And then a few seconds later, what do you know it? Minecraft, despite not 2 hours having passed, is defeated. This very seed, this very spawn, this lovely little island that we started with all that time ago, we're back here now. And yeah, it was a real close one. Let's be honest, I Didn't expect it to be that close. I honestly thought that we'd, like, smash through in 90 minutes. I thought 120's just kind of the more safe, like, it allows to make a lot of human errors, and there were human errors made in there. I got lost a little bit in the Nether, but also, this was with bugs holding me down. This was with a nightmare of a stronghold placement, and basically, it's the living embodiment of the fact that pretty much any Minecraft seed is, in fact, beatable in less than 2 hours. If I can make this many mistakes and still get this done, I think on any other seed, even if it was slightly harder, it would be very much possible to defeat in less than 2 hours, but I would love for you to try and prove me wrong. If you think you can, if you think there's a seed that can't be beaten in less than 2 hours, please do send it in to the email you see on screen right now. Send some screenshots, send a description of why you think this seed really is the hardest Minecraft seed, harder than this one, and if it is harder, it looks harder to me and anyone else I show it to, then of course I will try and prove, and we can make a little series. We can see that every single Minecraft seed can be defeated in less than 2 hours. You, no matter what Minecraft seed you started with, can beat Minecraft in less than 2 hours. That's the point I'm trying to make today with all of this video, and I hope that you learned a tip or two along the way, or maybe just enjoyed seeing me struggle through a super challenging Minecraft seed. And if you want to try it for yourself, of course, you can check the Seed Sunday. I'll leave it linked down below. And you can learn more about this seed and the wackiness about it. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed today. I'm gonna enjoy my life killing zombies now, because that's all I do. Oh, also, we can get some iron on this island. How nice. I want to enjoy my life making a new set of iron armor, and I hope you enjoy your life making a new set of liking buttons for this video. No, this is where YouTubers say like, favorite, subscribe, etc. But honestly, if you liked the video, support it. If you didn't like it, I'm not going to tell you to subscribe with notifications turned on. That's counterproductive. Speaking of counterproductive things, outro time. Like, what even is the point of an outro? Like, if you think about it, you're finished with the video, you know you're finished with it. Why is there this screen showing you more of my videos? Doesn't YouTube do that without me showing them to you? Why is this screen even here? Has anyone ever considered that? I haven't considered that. Real goodbye now. It's gonna end. This is the end of that YouTuber outro thing. Okay, goodbye.